All right, guys, here we are for the trailer reaction for the movie Occupation.
What is this? This is about
no idea.
This is about getting a job. This is about being gainfully employed.
It looks like this might be the future, and we're in an occupied territory. Maybe the Kim Jong Uns of the world have succeeded. I don't know. I'm going into this completely blind, not knowing anything, but I can see a cityscape, and maybe it's a red dawn of the modern age.
Yeah, no, I'm sure this is a post-apocalyptic thing. I'm obviously joking about it being a mundane workman's comedy.
Nothing would make me happier than if it was just guys coming right back from war and they're like, gotta find a job.
Gotta find myself an occupation.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious with this poster. But I'm sure it's not that. I'm sure it's a sci-fi movie about an alien or whatever driven post-apocalypse and a lot of shooty, runny, gunny.
I'm having not read anything. I don't get an alien vibe from it. They do look like they're shooting to the sky though, so maybe you're right.
No, I don't know what. Okay, so it says the genre is science fiction, so I'm assuming you end up in this position.
I didn't see that part. So
and,
yeah,
and
no
aliens would
science fiction.
occupy Earth or whatever.
Yeah, then yeah, I think you may be right.
It's just it's just a guess.
Well, that sci-fi tidbit that
Yes.
definitely leans one way. Let's find out. I think people have to learn. I'm going to say right now, actually, is that if ever we are attacked by aliens, we've already lost. We have no hope in winning.
Basically.
Period. If they have the means to get here, they've destroyed us already. We're just pests
Of course.
on their planet.
I think that we know that, and that these movies we're living out the fantasy of the one in a bajillion times when it was debatable, which I think the point you're getting at is what I was gonna say, which is why does this movie need to exist? Or whatever.
If they even have the ability to shoot things,
yeah.
Our only hope is that they land here and they've been a population that's never met anyone else, and they have they have a peaceful civilization, and they don't have weapons, and they come down and it's their first taste of war, and we're giving it to them. Yeah, that is our only hope, because if they
I want to stop you right there and say, if they're peaceful, do we actually have to fight them? And then your answer is going to be yes.
Oh no, there's not a doubt in my mind. If aliens landed, peaceful or not, we would already be firing weapons at them. And I don't mean as a government or whatever, but somebody somewhere would fire something at them, and it would be well, war is declared.
Yeah.
And that's just how it goes.
Well, but your point has a lot to unpack there, right? Because this is if Independence Day or something like that, right? The whole thing.
Yeah.
This whole weird thing where the only way this even works is if they can somehow I like the stories where they got to Earth but just barely, and they're refugees from some giant space war, and that's why this makes sense.
Okay,
right?
and they don't have the resources to fight a real war against us.
And their planet didn't send them a warship. It's just one vessel that got there, right?
Yeah,
something like that.
Then maybe.
Then you can have an interesting story about this, and
where one ship almost takes out all of Earth.
Well, and in Arrival, there's multiple things that land, and the Russians want to blow them up, but America's trying to talk to them, and there's live feeds going back and forth. You can do some interesting stuff with limited things here. But this looks it's the end of the world, and we have to fight back or whatever. And I'm again, if the whole premise was we stole some alien technology and now we're going to try to use it against the aliens or some weird thing like that. But I don't see any of that
But
here
even
either.
in a situation where we stole alien technology, we would be okay, I stole a piece of technology from a civilization that has all of it.
Yes.
They know how to work it better. They have more than what we took, and we're going to die.
If you're a caveman who stole a gun, now you're we have to fight
It's
back.
all right. You don't have enough bullets. You don't have the ability to learn. You don't know how to aim. By the time you've learned it, we've already shot you first.
Yes.
And they can shoot presumably from out of space, from in space to us, and we can't do that in reverse enough. We would just be
no. We're woefully unequipped to fight a space battle in the real world. So I don't know if that has any impact on the movie or whatever. But
no, just a thought I always have. Where I'm if they can shoot it all, which we see them firing lasers and blowing up a football game for whatever reason.
That's what I mean.
They could fire from higher up, and then most of our guns wouldn't even be able to reach them.
No, they would do something like what humans do when they go build a house somewhere. They just do stuff, and then all the animals have to run away and die. They wouldn't even be oh, we're gonna target your city. They'd just fucking whatever. They would just do it, and and we would just die horribly. The temperature would be too high. All the air would disappear suddenly. Horrible things would just happen, and we would just die. Everything is so fragile and awful. It would just be over. There'd be no running and jumping and hiding under some stuff and getting away or whatever. It would
it's really. I think what sums it up for me is whenever there's a scene where someone looks up and there's something the size of a state in the air, I'm well, we've lost. That's more material than we have on Earth. Is floating in the fucking sky.
Yeah, they obviously have some sort of energy technology or something crazy.
Certainly.
I find it funny though, because like I like science fiction. I like weird movies. I like bad sci-fi stuff of various types. And nothing about like the ships even make the Independence Day or like the Phantom Menace like they make they make the spaceship noise that spaceships in movies make. Like nothing about this looks interesting or different, or there's no one starring here. Like there's no reason to watch. I'm so sorry whoever made this movie for watching this, but there's nothing to differentiate this. There's like 2 jokes, and I'm like, maybe play up the comedy if that's your thing. I don't know, like something.
Yeah, I'm giving this a thumbs down. I think that went without saying, but I did go and say it just in case. Yeah, I have no desire to see this, and it just looks like a million other things just like this.
I'm gonna forget about this immediately, and I'm gonna be all the better for it.
I literally don't remember what it's called right now, and that's not even a joke. It's so forgettable to me. What is it called?
Occupation. I was gonna say
Occupation.
It's called The Divergent Wars Part 3.
That's our thoughts on this. 2 thumbs down. Let us know in the comments below what you think about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.